What's up, everyone? I'm Lazy, and welcome back to XP After Dark. Every week, we're breaking down the biggest stories happening across the gaming industry, from game announcements and studio updates to creator news and everything happening around the world of gaming. We've got a packed episode today, so let's jump right into it. Let's start with one of the biggest headlines this week. Sony has officially announced that beginning in 2028, all brand new PlayStation first-party releases will move to a digital-only distribution, ending physical disc releases for future games. Games already announced for physical release won't be affected, but this marks one of the biggest shifts in PlayStation history. For years, we've watched digital purchases steadily grow, and Sony says digital now represents the overwhelming majority of full game sales. For many players, this won't change much, but for collectors, game preservation advocates, and people living in areas with slower internet, this announcement raises serious questions. Will game ownership continue disappearing? Will price remain the same without manufacturing costs? And what happens decades from now if servers disappear? This is definitely going to be one of the biggest conversations in gaming over the next several years, and we will definitely be monitoring and releasing any updates. If you've noticed gaming becoming more expensive, you're not imagining it. Industry analysts continue pointing toward AI hardware demand as one of the biggest reasons console manufacturing costs are increasing. Memory prices have risen dramatically, making it significantly more expensive to produce consoles. That means companies like Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo are facing higher production costs than we've ever seen in years. The days of console getting cheaper several years into the lifespan may be ending. Instead, we may actually see hardware remain expensive or even increase in price as this generation continues. Although Summer Game Fest is behind us, developers continue revealing gameplay release, windows, and surprise announcements from the showcase season. Several publishers are still rolling out interviews, gameplay demonstrations, and developer updates following their presentations. If you missed the showcases, now is a great time to catch up because 2026 has become one of the busiest years we've seen for upcoming releases. Nintendo also wrapped up another major direct presentation featuring updates on upcoming Switch 2 titles. Fans received new looks at several anticipated games while Nintendo continues expanding support for its newest hardware. With the Switch 2 launch now behind us, attention is shifting towards the holiday lineup and what Nintendo still has waiting for the second half of the year. Beyond individual games, analysts believe the gaming industry is finally entering another period of growth in several difficult years. The biggest trends experts continue watching include AI-assisted game development, cross-platform ecosystems, creator-driven communities, user-generated content, and cloud gaming. Rather than console versus PC versus mobile, the future appears to be about letting players access games wherever they want. Now let's move into creator news. Streaming continues evolving at an incredible pace. More companies are investing in creator tools, better discovery systems, and integrated streaming platforms designed to combine Twitch, Kick, esports covers, and creator communities into one experience. While there weren't many major creator controversies this week, the creator economy continues growing as gaming content expands beyond live streams into YouTube, documentaries, long-form storytelling, podcast, and educational gaming content. It's becoming increasingly clear that successful creators aren't relying on just one platform anymore. They're building audiences across YouTube, TikTok, X, Instagram, Shorts, and live streaming. That's something we've talked about several times here on XP After Dark, and it's becoming more and more clear and important every year. Here are a few stories worth keeping an eye on. Developers continue releasing post-Summer Game Fest gameplay previews. Studios remain focused on long-term live service support rather than annual releases. Physical media continues declining across the gaming industry, and hardware prices remain one of the biggest concerns heading into the holiday season. And that's going to be a wrap up for this week's XP After Dark. Which story caught your attention the most? Let me know in the comments below. Do you still buy physical games, or have you already gone completely digital? Leave your thoughts in the comments as well. If you enjoyed today's roundup, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for weekly gaming news, industry updates, and gaming content. I'm Lazy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.